There's a mistake almost every new Belgian Malinois owner makes. It's not forgetting to train. It's not missing a walk. It's something far more subtle and far more dangerous. It creeps in quietly, masked as affection, as freedom, even as trust. And before you realize what's happening, the damage is done. Your Malinois has taken over your home, your routine, and your emotional state. And the worst part? You don't even see it as a mistake until the behavior spirals out of control. This is the silent error that breaks dogs, shatters bonds, and leaves owners wondering where it all went wrong. It starts in the early days. You bring home this beautiful, intelligent puppy, eyes full of promise, drive humming beneath the surface. You're proud, excited. You want to give them love, comfort, freedom, so you let things slide. A little tug on the leash? It's cute. Bouncing on the couch? Let them be a puppy. Jumping to greet you? Just excitement. But with a Malinois, nothing is just anything. Every moment is data. Every allowance is a message. And the message they're receiving is simple: I'm in charge here. That's the most dangerous mistake new owners make with a Malinois. They treat them like a pet instead of a purpose-driven working dog. And this breed, more than almost any other, will hold you accountable for that misstep. You might not see the effects for days or even weeks, but suddenly, the dog that once followed your every move is now making decisions on its own. Ignoring recall, resource guarding, charging the fence line, giving you that calculating stare, silently asking, are you really leading or just reacting? A Belgian Malinois doesn't challenge you out of dominance. It challenges you out of instinct. If it senses weakness, inconsistency, or hesitation, it fills the vacuum. That's what it was bred to do. In a war zone, hesitation gets you killed. So the Malinois learned to think for itself, to lead when leadership disappears. And in your home, that exact trait becomes your biggest threat if you're not ready for it. Let me tell you a story. A first-time owner, let's call her Alyssa, got her Malinois, Shadow, after watching dozens of canine training videos. She was prepared for the energy, the drive, the exercise. What she wasn't prepared for was the mental dominance. Within 2 months, Shadow had mapped her every routine, anticipated her every move, ignored commands when he sensed uncertainty. He wasn't misbehaving, he was strategizing. And one day when a friend came over, Shadow stepped in front of her, stared down the guest and refused to move. No bark, no bite, just control. That's when Alyssa realized she'd never truly established leadership. She'd been reacting, not guiding. And that mistake almost cost her the dog. So how do you avoid this? How do you raise a Malinois without falling into this trap? Structure. From day one. The moment your Malinois enters your home, they need clarity. Where to sleep, when to eat, what earns a reward, what gets corrected. Nothing is random. You don't wait until they're older. You don't let it go just this once. With a Malinois, every interaction is a lesson. If you let the wrong lesson repeat, you've already lost ground. Second, consistency in energy. This dog isn't just watching your actions. They're watching your mood, your tone, your body language. If you're anxious, they'll become hyper alert. If you're angry, they'll escalate. If you're calm, they'll mirror you. That's why this breed often exposes weaknesses in owners, because a Malinois is always feeding off of you. You don't just train them with treats, you train them with who you are. Third, mental engagement over physical exhaustion. You cannot outrun this dog. You cannot outplay it. What you can do is outthink it, hide objects, teach scent detection, run obedience drills, give them problems to solve, make them work for their world. When the brain is engaged, the behavior stabilizes. When it's not, the chaos begins. But the most important thing, the one thing that separates success from failure, is this. You must lead with quiet authority, not force, not emotion, calm, clear, consistent. The Malinois doesn't want to dominate you. It wants to trust you, to feel safe under your command. But if you don't take that role, it will. And once that shift happens, bringing things back into balance is one of the hardest things you'll ever do. So here's your warning and your wake-up call. The most dangerous mistake isn't neglect or cruelty. It's underestimating the responsibility you now hold. This isn't a casual companion. This is a high-performance, purpose-built working dog. They're not here to entertain you. They're here to follow a mission. If you don't give them one, they'll create their own. And you might not like what that mission looks like. But here's the beauty. When you get it right, when you give structure, provide purpose, and become the stable force they need, this dog will give you everything. Loyalty, protection, focus, love. They won't just follow you, they'll watch over you, choose you every day without question. So don't make the mistake most owners do. Don't treat this breed like just another dog. Treat them like the elite partner they were bred to be. Because once you do, your Malinois won't just be trained. They'll be transformed, and so will you.